Good morning, my children of the sun. Welcome to the Open Eye. This is Patrice Gibbs, your Open Eye host, third eye optometrist. Yes, indeed, ready to get it started. Got to make sure I got my Facebook Live on. Yep, we on all over the place. Okay. Yes, indeed. Let's get it started. Let's get it going. We got so much to cover this week. Oh, yeah. Oh, wait till my man Nsoromma get here. He got something for you today, I'm sure. That's where that I almost don't know where to start. I will start here. You got until October the 10th. What's the day? I think the day is the 4th. Yeah, you got until October the 10th. Is that? Yeah, that's gone. Okay, you got until October the 10th to register to vote. Okay, October the 10th. You don't got much time. Now, if you need to know where to register to vote, sister gave me her phone number. Hold up. Wait a minute. I got it here. Wait a minute. Give me a sec. For one thing, you can register to vote on 9th and Walnut in front of the Brown Bag. Brother DeMarquis Hall is there, and he is getting people registered. He's there, yes, indeed, young brother out there doing it. He's getting people registered. And hold on, I got a phone number for you here. If you need some more information on it, where is she? Okay, Sister Tony Watson told me I could give out her phone number if you need information on where to register to vote. That's Tony Watson, 302-379-2119. Okay, that's to get registered to vote. All right. Now, where else are we? Okay. Because we still. All right. Yeah, we in there. Oh, I started our video. Okay. Yes, we are Facebook Live. That's all right. And my man Nsoromma is on the way. In the meantime, got some PSAs for you. Start off with this one. Considering what's going on with the racial division, I know how some of you white citizens feel. Well, attention, all racist white people who want to see black people go back to Africa. Now is your chance to donate. GoFundMe and kickstart my black ass back to Africa today. That's right. For once and for all, white people, we can finally be out your face. So move fast. The time is now. If you got the dime, then we got the time. Don't hesitate. Don't be a cheapskate. Put your money where your mouth is. Don't talk about it, be about it. Go to my Facebook page and hit the link and donate to Send My Black Ass to Africa. That's right. Send my black ass to Africa now. That's for y'all. All right. Oh, I got more. Oh, you know I got more. I got my stuff. Yeah, for y'all on Facebook Live. You know me. I got my stuff right here. Yeah, there it is. Right there. That's word. I've done plenty for you. And a little education. Yeah, somebody came in on me. Okay. Good morning, Sherry. Good morning, Brother Vaughn. And good morning, Nsoromma. Nsoromma in the house. Y'all heard his battle cry. And if you're on Facebook Live, you can read it right there. What's it say, Nsoromma?
But What's good, homie?
What's up, brother? How you doing?
Everybody in the world, wagwan.
Yeah, wagwan.
You know what it is? What's
yes,
good?
What it is. I'm telling them about it.
Right?
Right. Give you a little, I guess this is a biological lesson this time. Melanin. Melanin is important because it's the most primitive and universal pigment in living organisms. Melanin is produced by the pineal gland. Melanin controls all mental and physical body activities. Melanin is an extremely stable molecule and highly resistant to the digestion by most acids and bases. And is one of the hardest molecules to ever be analyzed. If you do not purify your melanin molecule, you will not heal your body of diseases. Melanin gives Black people more superior physical, mental, and spiritual ability. Melanin is necessary in order for humans to reproduce. Melanin is present at the inception of life. A melanin shell covers both the sperm and the sheath, covers both the sperm and the egg in the human embryo. The melanocytes. No, the melanocytes, brain and nerve cells all originate from the same place, the neural crest. Melanocytes resemble nerve cells and are essential to conveying the energy. And like I said, melanin comes from the pineal gland, which is very similar to the eye of Horus or the eye of Ra, which is our symbol. Okay. Tony Jackson, what's up, brother? All right. Now, I hope most of y'all understand how important melanin is. We had talked about that in the early days of our show.
Right.
You know, and one of the things that Nsoromma informed us is that, you know, you can buy melanin.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
They extracted melanin from our people.
That's
you know
right.
What I mean?
Yeah. And like you said, brother, that's messy.
Messy.
Oh, that's
my God, that's messy.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. The only way you can extract melanin from somebody is if they did. Mm-hmm.
And that's what they're doing with a lot of these immigrants.
Yeah.
They taking body parts. They missing the wounds.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. It's crazy, man.
Oh,
that's messy. Really messy.
Show the red mic there. Hold on, bro. Because I be on the red mic on the green.
You know, I'm usually red anyway, but it was crossing you. It was going across your face.
Okay, I got you, bro. I got you. So they can hear you out there, radio man. That's word. Okay. Now, one of the things that people often talk about is the founding fathers. You know, and
the founding fathers, as in the white founding fathers.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. You know, Benjamin Jefferson and
the thieves.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
You know,
you always go unrented. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's right. Now, if you wonder what they really thought about people, about our people, let me give you a couple of quotes here. Benjamin Franklin, who was considered a great statesman and scientist and inventor and what have you. He said, why increase the sons of Africa by planting them in America, where we have so fair an opportunity by excluding all blacks and tawnies, I mean dark people, or increasing the lovely white and red? Thomas Jefferson. He said, I advance it, therefore, as a suspicion only, that the blacks, whether originally a distinct race or made distinct by time or circumstance, are inferior to whites in the endowments of both body and mind. Mm-hmm. And then you had Henry Berry, who was from the Virginia House of Representatives, a contemporary of Thomas Jefferson. He said, we have, as far as possible, closed every avenue by which light may enter the slave's mind. If we could extinguish the capacity to see the light, our work will be complete. They would then be on the level of the beasts of the fields, and we then should be safe.
Yo, man. Now, and listen, them quotes are like law to white people.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And for them to be like the figures that they are in America,
mm-hmm.
Look how racist they are.
Yeah. Now, Abraham Lincoln, who was called the Great Emancipator.
Why?
Oh, because he signed the Emancipation Proclamation. Yeah.
I'll be asking that,
You know,
Everybody don't know.
yeah,
You know what I'm
yeah.
saying?
For those that don't know, the
Right.
Emancipation Proclamation, signed, I think, in 1863 by Abraham Lincoln. It was an executive order, proclamation,
Right.
freed the slaves in the states that succeeded from the Union. That means only those slaves in the rebel states were free. For instance, Delaware, a slave state, did not succeed from the Union. They were able to keep their slaves.
And they still got them right now to the day. At least they try to act like
they try to act. You
but
go
it's
down
a new
state.
breed, baby.
Oh, yeah.
You heard me. But it's cool. Tell our boys to stand by.
we get to that.
Yo.
Yeah, buddy. Abraham Lincoln said there's a physical difference between the white and the black races,
Right.
which I believe will forever forbid the two races from living together. While they do remain together, there must be the position of superior and inferior. And as much as I, as much as any man,
Right.
am in favor of having the superior position assigned to the white race. It's Abraham Lincoln, the great emancipator. Just another racist bastard. Get the hell out of here.
Another racist thief.
That's it. That's it. Another racist thief. That's where. Yeah. Well, it keeps going. It keeps going. With our history. And now I have been in the past one to say, the Confederate flag needs to come down because it is, the flag of the traitors to America, those who tried to destroy America, blah, 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 so on and so forth.
I actually heard about the Confederate flag. I went like a couple years back, and actually it was a black flag, I think. Was it?
No.
I thought it was represented. You know how they get our stuff and then
flip
it around.
And they flip it around.
Yeah. That's what I was told, or
that it was designed.
A 93-year-old person told me this. Like when they was back in the day and they put the Buffalo Soldiers first and stuff like that, they were representing that flag was our flag. But I'm not, I wasn't there. I can't say it was like this.
Right.
Nah,
well, what it came to represent, of course,
right,
is the battle flag of the Confederacy. The Southern states. Okay. Now, the crazy thing about the Confederate flag is after the Civil War, that flag wasn't flown. It wasn't flown until over state capitals in the South and this, that, and the other, until the advent of the Civil Rights Movement. And the segregation is about the Confederate flag to show their opposition to the Civil Rights Movement. Now, as far as I'm concerned, if you take the American flag and squeeze it, and wring it out, what you will get is the American flag. When you wring it out, you will wring out the blood of our people.
The most definitely.
If the soil of America could speak, it would cough up our blood before it said a damn word. Now, if you're confused as to why so many Americans are defending the Confederate flag, monuments, and statues right now, here's a little Q&A from a hypothetical person with misconceptions and answers from the perspective of a U.S. history teacher. What did the Confederacy flag stand for? Rather than interpreting, let's go directly to the words of the Confederacy's vice president, Alexander Stephens. He was vice president under Rebel Jefferson Davis. In his cornerstone speech, he said, the Constitution rested upon the equality of the races. This was an error. Our government, meaning Confederacy government, is founded upon exactly the opposite ideal. Its foundations are laid, its cornerstone rests upon the great truth in their mind that the Negro is not equal to the white man, that slavery, subordination to the superior race is his natural and normal condition. This is how goddamn sick these people are.
Okay, but this is how sick we are.
Mhm.
Since we're not since they don't act like they want us to participate, we stop paying taxes. We stop participating in all the things that they have set for those so-called beautiful Americans and not counting us.
Mhm.
We eliminate
No.
ourselves from that.
Right.
I mean, we take ourselves out of their structure,
Mhm.
right, and make
Mhm.
our own structure.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. You know what?
What?
Now, here's an interesting thing. Now, of course, like I said, this comes from the Confederacy, but there's plenty of white people that still feel that way.
Oh, most
Okay.
definitely. The
Most
president.
definitely. Yeah, for one,
Right.
you know.
That's
But
crazy, man.
what's interesting is a couple of things going on. Some black people have joined together, bought land, and are establishing their own communities.
Yeah, and I read that 101 black, 101 wealthy people bought some land, right?
Yeah,
I was
yeah.
reading.
Mhm.
Yeah, I think that's beautiful.
Yeah, I do too. I do too.
I would like to be a part.
Yeah, I would too. But remember, they don't like us doing our own thing. Tulsa, Oklahoma.
Oh, it ain't gonna be no more of that because they toss Oklahoma. This one, it's going down.
It's going down.
Down.
It is going down. That's where I'm telling you. Well, I just wanted to give you an idea because I could go real deep into that on why these people are tripping like they do and how false they are because they want to say it's about heritage and not hate. It's about if this is about heritage, it's a heritage of hate and murder and lynching and oppression. You can go to hell with that. Yeah.
Yo,
Yeah, buddy.
those that know what that black is.
Cousin Don, I know you know what that means.
What's up, homie? Anyway, that's what's up.
Yeah, big Don. Check out who's in the house and what have you. But yeah, it keeps going on. It keeps going on. They keep doing it. We keep dealing with it and what have you. Okay. As much as we deal with it, it still keeps going.
Right.
Yeah. For instance, this brother coming out the store, he's the vice president now of Versace Sporting Goods. Cops stopped him and searched him coming out one of the Versace Sporting Goods stores. He's the vice president of the whole damn company. And when they found out who he was, right? And he said, "Y'all racially profiled. I'm vice president of the company." And then the white cop said, "Oh well, actually, you're making more of this than it is. Why'd you have to bring race into it?" And he said, "Wait a minute. Why did you feel the need to search my bag? Who called?" Because I'm finding out if somebody in the store called and said that I needed to be searched and they didn't know who I was, they are definitely out of a job. Because I'm the damn vice president of the whole damn company.
Right.
Y'all would racial profile me. And the guy was like, "Oh, well, we're letting you go, so why are you making such a big deal of this?" And, yeah, because
you should have never came and said anything to me, period. And that's what had me so upset. I don't cooperate with you because I ain't do nothing for you to make me cooperate with you.
Right.
Other than that, keep about your business until I shoot somebody or do a crime to make you me a suspect.
Right.
You know what I mean? That's what they can really do is start making suspects.
Yeah.
They're gonna start making criminals.
Oh yeah.
And when they do, it's really gonna be a problem because they're coming after them.
Right.
It ain't about black on black crime now.
No.
It's gonna be worse, man.
Yeah. Now, Salon, Ohio.
Wow.
A salon man said that he was racially profiled by a fellow citizen while loading his groceries. We can't even load our groceries. Philip Evans, 35, was loading groceries in his car at the Salon Giant Eagle when he noticed the white woman pointing her phone at him in the parking lot and later following him. Now, carrying on the phone talking about, yeah, there's a brand new SUV Infiniti and it's a black and it's sitting in the parking lot and the guy keep looking around and loading groceries in the car and I think it might be stolen. Now who in the hell? Wait a minute.
Listen, we got to get We got to use psychology. We got to start calling the police on them for something.
That's
We
what.
got to start doing fighting fire with fire.
Yeah.
And sometimes with a bomb.
It's a white dude in my neighborhood. He looked like he might be one of them terrorist bomber type dudes.
Yeah.
Because who in the hell steals a car to go grocery shopping? What kind of crap is that?
I mean, that's how dumb they think. You know what I'm saying?
That's
their logic.
That's their logic. I'm going to steal a car to go grocery shopping.
And you got to think what kind of people these are, too. These
people
are like people that, want chaos in their life or probably got chaos all in their life anyway. You know what I mean?
And a few minutes later, he was pulled over by the police. And he said,
harassed.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
Yeah. He said, well, the police interaction was really good, He was just doing his job. The call came, and so, he had to come on out. But Evans knows that traffic stop from a cop could have went very differently. It's scary to think about, that just because I was getting groceries and I had a nice car, somebody saw that and didn't think I deserved that. And see, that's what it was really about. And that it could lead potentially to me being shot and killed.
You work hard all your life. You go buy something nice for you and your family, and you have a Karen or Willie. Well, white people name Willie.
Clayton.
A Clayton or Jethro.
Yeah.
Call the police on you because they feel like you ain't supposed to have it.
Right.
No, man. And the cops come and respond with deadly force. On a cause that has no merit.
None whatsoever.
And actually kill the person and get off them. For it.
That's right.
I think anytime you call the police and it's in a vicious attack towards the race, it should be considered terrorism.
I absolutely agree.
Because you never know the outcome of that. It's always in the air when a cop pull up on a black person.
Yeah.
Always. And that has got to stop.
I
was looking at the Facebook the other day. The Breonna Taylor's sister got pulled over by the cops, and she ain't stopped. She kept going. She was like, "Oh no, you're not giving me a ticket. Matter of fact, I'm not even in your jurisdiction." She made them follow her all the way to her house.
Damn.
Then when she got to her house, you know what they do.
Yeah.
I need back up because it's about to be this, all because of a speeding ticket, which she wasn't speeding. She was recording the whole thing. I mean, you got to stop. I say start instead of stop. We got to start holding these people accountable, man.
Yes, and that's it exactly.
Because
there are some states that have instituted Karen laws where if this
you look like you're suspicious.
Where if a white person frivolously calls the cops, for nothing because they were uncomfortable because a black person walked by.
Yeah, right.
Right, that they get charged for that crap.
Right.
And that's what needs to happen.
They get charged for false 911.
Right. False reporting of a crime.
Right.
Damn. Well, I tell you.
WHGE 95.3 FM. You dig? This is only going to hear the truth.
Yeah.
The truth.
Yep. Overnight is brought to you by the Delaware Center for Homeless Vets, the founders and builders of the Pearl Center, Delaware Center for Homeless Vets, changing veterans' lives all over Delaware.
Yo, what's good? Facebook in the building. That's right. Hey, yo, ciao. DC. Hey, yo, Drake, what's good? Chuck, I see you. And how the baby doing? I gotta get by there and see it. And see her, not it. I'm being specific. I gotta get by and see your little girl. What's up? Congratulations, too. Yo, Shay.
WHGE 95.3 Open Eye with Patrice Gibbs.
No shit wrong.
Yes, indeed. Delaware Center for Homeless Vets has started a new program. It is the Homeless Veterans Reintegration Program, Incarcerated Veterans Transition Program. Now, the Homeless Veterans Reintegration Program, Incarcerated Veterans Transition Program, DCHV has an annual training budget that includes funds for tools, work, clothing, transportation, and other work-related expenses to secure and sustain meaningful jobs and career employment. DCHV encourages our veterans to enter pre-apprenticeship vocational training programs, leading to issuing of certificates and licenses, such as commercial driver's licenses, heating and cooling, HVAC, and on security guard certificates, as well as facilitate linkages to formal apprenticeship programs offered statewide throughout Delaware. DCHV also links our veterans to our own housing resources, including the Pearl Center, as well as those of our partners who offer priority to our HVRP veterans in the grant and per diem bids. All of these programs, except HUD-VASH vouchers, to ensure our veterans receive appropriate housing opportunities in a timely and efficient manner. Now, the main thing is Homeless Veterans Reintegration Program, Incarcerated Veteran Transition Program. What that does is, if you're a veteran and you've been formerly incarcerated or even are incarcerated right now, get in contact with Delaware Center for Homeless Vets, because what they are about is putting veterans back on their feet, even when you've made some mistakes, getting you a job, getting you training.
And we know some of the mistakes are, strategically done to you. So,
Yeah.
That's a nice program.
Yes, indeed. Much respect to the Delaware Center for Homeless Vets.
We need to do more for our veterans.
Yeah. And you can get in touch with them by calling their office at 691-7411. And that's all over Delaware. This program is statewide.
What's the number again?
302-691-7411. Make sure
to participate. If you're a veteran with a criminal record.
Right. All right.
Help is out here.
Yeah, it's out here.
Open eyes gonna show you.
Yes, indeed.
And direct.
Yep. I tell you, that's why we're so grateful to the Delaware Center for Homeless Vets, who are
you're a vet, right? You're a vet, not homeless, but you're a vet.
I'm a vet.
Yeah,
I'm a vet.
Yeah.
Yes, and
definitely, it's a good program.
I know it's a good program, and I myself am a recipient of the benefits of the Delaware Center for Homeless Vets.
Right.
Yes, all right now. Now, back to the stuff. 3 North Carolina cops fired for racist comments caught on video. Right? Now, these are 3, and they caught the whole 3 of them.
They call all 3 of them.
Caught all 3 of them.
Okay.
In our sister city of North Carolina, in Wilmington, North Carolina.
Okay.
Right? One said a civil war was necessary to wipe black people off the map, and he was ready.
And believe it or not, he got about 12 AKAs at his house, 100 guns for his kids. He taught his kids 5 years old how to shoot a black target, and he's for real.
Yeah.
And 3 out of 5,000.
I don't know how many cops are in the police force in Wilmington, North Carolina. It's a bigger city than Wilmington, Delaware.
Oh man.
So
stuff like that.
Hey,
that make my hair stand up on my arm.
I'm telling you, bro.
Because we from that era. We don't play that.
No.
We really don't. So when they come up on the right one with that,
you're gonna get the business. You gonna get the business. You can believe that.
People like that need to come on the right one, baby.
That's what
is out here.
Yeah. You got the right one, baby.
So run up on the right one, baby, and try that and see what happens.
Big time. You will find yourself. Yep. That's what you will find yourself with. That is exactly what you will find yourself with.
I don't promote violence. I promote protecting yourself.
Right.
Okay? That's what I promote.
You know what? And it makes me think of what someone said, what Malcolm X said, someone asking if he believed in nonviolence. Malcolm said, yes. I will believe in nonviolence when I run into some nonviolence. And what he meant was, you pull up on my ass with some violence, you gonna get what you brought.
Yeah.
Jeez Louise.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. Now, and we discuss this all the time, that what these Karens and these racist white people do is they use the police as a weapon against black people.
Right.
And
for instance, of one of those weapons, the other day, I was, you know how people stand out in front of the store at the grocery store, you need some help with your bags, and I'll push it to make a couple of dollars and make I don't know, 50 cents, I don't care, to get some coffee or whatever. But they were standing out there, and the lady comes out and act like she ain't wanna act like tuck her nose up, a situation like you was in the elevator, the lady tuck her pocketbook, we gonna steal your stuff, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I mean, and anyway, she act like the dude, she had a problem with the guy. Boom. So I go, what's wrong? He's bothering you or something? She says, no, he's just begging. Right?
Okay.
Obviously, if a person is begging, they are in distress, or they hurt, or they need help.
Yeah.
That's what I see when a person is begging.
Same here.
You know what I'm saying? So what she seen, I don't know what she saw, but it could have turned into something. So I said, oh, okay, well, he want something to eat or something? So I pulled out some money, and she see my knot that I had. So I'm like, here you go, man. You go $10. Boom. And she's like, oh, looking at me like I was some kind of criminal name.
Right.
So I rose my eyes at her and walk off and go get in my car. My car is a Mercedes.
One of your cars. It's a successful brother here. He's been doing this thing.
Seen how red she turned.
I bet she did.
If she could have called the police on me for anything, she would have did it at that point.
Yeah.
Because you could see the
hatred
in the
jealousy.
Yes, I mean, they carry that, man. That's like the DNA in their blood. I don't understand that, man. That's crazy.
Yeah,
man.
it is.
People get killed all the time, and that is why.
Yeah. Like I said, they want to use the police as a weapon. This is what these Karens are all about, and these Claytons and what have you. Well, case in point, a black student in Texas had guns pointed out at her after cops barged into her room in response to her roommates filing a false report. Christine Evans, 17, is still shaken after campus police barreled into her room at Stephen F. Austin State University in Texas with their guns drawn. The freshman who was recruited for the SFA cheer squad recounted the incident at a press conference on Monday. Randall Callanan, a civil rights attorney representing Evans, said that a resident advisor called campus police to accuse Evans of attempting to harm others. Her 3 white roommates told the advisor that Evans wanted to stab them with scissors. Now, they made this stuff up because they just didn't want this black girl in their room. The cops arrived and barged into the dormitory room at 3 a.m. Now, why did y'all have to come showing up at 3 a.m. and held her at gunpoint with lights flashing in her eyes? She was cleared of any wrongdoing after police reviewed the footage, but she is still unsettled over the incident. Evans has since moved to a new dorm, and she says she feels shaken. Now, she laying in bed at 3 a.m. They come flashing in lights and what have you.
Breonna tell us that
Breonna, if her phone light had went on or had looked shiny, they would have shot her.
Right, they would have shot her. All of them have to shoot too. I don't understand that. If you hear your partner shoot a person, 19 other people got to shoot them too at the same time.
Yep.
Come on, man.
Yep.
And they only do that to black people. I don't see them do that to white people ever.
No, ever.
So they are conscious of what they do.
Oh, absolutely.
That's
absolutely,
crazy,
bro.
Where is the hierarchy police that police the police that police the police? Where are they at? Why don't they come in effect and start checking these rotten police that is running in their organization.
Well, what happens is, we investigated ourselves and we found we didn't do nothing wrong.
But I'm saying, the next stage of them,
right?
The investigated ourselves. Don't go to that crew, because the internal affairs is who they buddies, they family. That's dad and son, mom and daughter. You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
You're not going to rat on your
kids.
I don't care what.
Because what it boils down to is they all in this together, and they're going to all protect each other
without protecting you.
Without protecting you. Oh,
that's crazy.
You ain't getting
that is the messiest. That's the messiest.
That is. That's messy. That's what you call messy, brother. That is what you call messy. I'm Patrice Gibbs.
I'm Nsoromma. WHGE 95.3 FM. And we are in the building. You did?
I'm gonna take this. I see you, my brother, in the house. Everybody on Facebook Live, thanks for joining us. Yes, D. All right. Let's see here. Oh. Yes, indeed, we're doing it right here on WHGE 95.3 FM. That's doing it by Implosion, featuring Nsoromma and Smooth. Doing it. Yeah, buddy. We're doing it with this information, y'all. What they want is they want us to shut up. Don't mention the racism. Case in point, Kentucky's only black female legislator who wrote Breonna's law was arrested on felony rioting charge.
Hold up, wait.
Mm-hmm.
Felony riot charge.
Yeah. I'm gonna choke on that.
No. Do you see the deceit in that, man?
Big time.
That's crazy.
Big time, because they want her to shut up. See, Representative Atisha Scott, who proposed Breonna's law to ban no-knock warrants in wake of Breonna Taylor's March death, was arrested on felony rioting charges due to last Thursday night protest in Louisville over the decision not to charge officers for Breonna Taylor's death. And Scott was released from custody last Friday morning on a personal recognizance bond. The high-profile Democratic state lawmaker arrested among a large group of protesters on Thursday night was accused of causing damage at multiple locations, including setting fire to the Louisville Public Library in her arrest report, which she did not. Per local report, someone broke a window and threw a flare into the library around 9 p.m. Probably one of the white supremacists did that mess.
Most definitely. It was definitely most one of. I mean, first of all, we as a black people do not destroy stuff to get our point across.
Good.
And if we do destroy the stuff, it's going to be the stuff that makes a difference to what the situation is. Mm-hmm. It's not going to be no boom or no BS stuff.
Right. Ain't going to be no library.
Exactly. It's going to be something that matters.
Right.
Okay?
That's financially significant. We're not going to destroy a house of knowledge. That's just not us.
Exactly. That's dumb.
Now, you got people who are hearing this and say, well, you just making excuses, you rationalizing black people do riot and this, that, and the other, and there was looting. Yeah, there was looting, but that looting was in stores that mistreated black people, a lot of them, and they were also in stores where it was some money. It had a financial, economic impact.
We don't do firebombs. Like
right.
That. We don't do that.
Come on, don't mischaracterize us.
Stop, man.
Yeah, that's what.
And that's what they do. They put this black blanket over us, and it's really dumb. No.
Scott, Parrish Wright, and Scott's daughter, Ashanti Scott, who were also arrested at the protest, were all charged with felony first-degree rioting, as well as 2 misdemeanors for failure to disperse and unlawful assembly.
First of all, every time black people get together, they always want to come up and try to disperse us. But they never disperse the white people that's carrying guns. That's carrying all. I don't understand that either with this law and these police officers. They come up and arrest and harass us without having any guns, any weapons, for just stating our case. Now, I say we stop talking, man. Put your hands up.
Now, remember what the motivation was for arresting Atisha Scott.
What?
Because she pre-filed a bill that she co-authored entitled Breonna's Law, which would put an end to no-knock research warrants statewide. Scott's arrest immediately sparked outrage on social media and among fellow lawmakers. If you arrest the loudest voices fighting racial injustice in Louisville, we have to believe you want to silence the fight against racial injustice, said Kentucky State Representative Josie Raymond.
And that's what they're doing.
Exactly.
That's exactly what they're doing.
Yes, indeed.
Now, who was this cop that put it all in effect? See, you got to go to the individual. That police officer that made all of that happen, who is he?
Is
he still on the voice, on the force? How many other black people did he do lock up? What's his record for what's his lockup record?
Yeah, what's his arrest record?
And how many people of them locked up that he did lock up is black? I mean, these are the people. Where is the internal affairs when it's time to check these people out like that? They are nowhere around.
Nowhere around, like you said. Now, they had the grand jury for these cops that killed Breonna Taylor. And of course, the
that's just sad.
Grand jury, the case was presented to the grand jury by Daniel Cameron. Let me tell you something about grand juries, prosecutors, attorney generals, and district attorneys.
What?
A district attorney, a prosecutor, or attorney general can get a grand jury to prosecute a ham sandwich if they want to. Now, this
because they all friends.
Yeah.
Their kids go to school together and all of that kind of
stuff. The grand jury is usually compiled of citizens.
No, I meant all the people who can make the grand jury get the ideal of the particular person they're making the decision on.
Right.
So all of them.
That's why I say.
Until they get to the grand jury or in cahoots.
Grand juries rarely dispute prosecutors, attorney generals, and district attorneys. And I tell you what, Daniel Cameron, for y'all that don't know, this is him. See?
Yeah. Let me get it.
Yeah.
Daniel Cameron.
Yeah. Get a look at him.
Daniel Cameron.
Kentucky's Chief Sambo. Yep. See him over there. Yeah. Kentucky's Chief Sambo. All right. He was the attorney general who presented the case to the grand jury, and he never mentioned homicide. They came out and with some charge about wanton firing, where the bullet went next door and this, that, and the other. All right. And another thing, y'all, this thing about they were in the wrong apartment. No, they targeted Breonna Taylor's apartment. That was the target place. But they did so illegally. The warrant signed by that judge down there had no basis.
Another crooked. I'm saying, see, they don't let you, and they don't say anything about the crookedness in the hierarchy of the justice system because it's so corrupt. It's crazy.
Yeah. Now, Daniel Cameron, he lied to the grand jury and lied several times to the extent that one of the grand jurors, and these are supposed to be secret, sessions or whatever, right? One of them grand juries bust out and said, nah, y'all need to know about this. Y'all need to know about that. He came up there and lied. He didn't say nothing about homicide on these racist ass cops. They came in there and shot that girl, and this thing was just nothing but a farce. He needed to be indicted for perjury.
Because they leave out all the stuff that they
all
do,
the pertinent stuff,
and put all this other stuff in right in. I mean, it's crazy how they can manipulate them words real quick. I mean, it's crazy, man.
The cops went to the Postmaster General in Louisville, Kentucky, and said, yeah, ain't she been getting suspicious packages? They said, no, ain't no suspicious packages been going to Breonna Taylor's house. Ain't they?
Right, they making them say what it is they want them to say, participate in their crookedness.
They try to badger them into it.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Just a crap.
They always badger us and then stuff anyway. They pull you over for a traffic ticket. You don't even do it. They badger you. Well, look, I need you to sign this. It ain't gonna be guilt or all that. If I sign it, whatever, man. That's crazy, man.
And come to find out, the police didn't search her home after she was murdered because they knew it wasn't nothing there. Now, the mainstream press tried to make it, seem like, she had this coming.
I mean,
that was the propaganda that was out there. But the evidence is so strong that even the mainstream press had to back off of that. Because the black media, people such as myself and Nsoromma, wasn't letting that crap happen. We're going to let that mess go down.
No, that's crazy.
The
way they are just out to get the poor man or the other man.
Yeah.
And especially the brother man.
This is why you tune in to the Open Eye. Because Nsoromma and Patrice Gibbs gonna give it to you straight.
For real. You dig? Yeah. Yo, what's good? Hey, yo. Bro, what's good, homie?
Cousin Arlene.
Oh.
I see you over there, cuz.
Brother Slaughter, what's good? B-Day. What's good? Yo, Jay, will you press the album? Send it to me.
All right.
Yeah, right now we playing the song Corona, That Rona, by Nsoromma. You know what I'm saying? You can get it anywhere, download it any streaming service. You know what I'm saying?
You want to do the first?
I don't wear a mask like that. Every time you see me, you got a mask. You could be speaking teaching the street for a minute and you show up with the biggest mask. I ever since Donald Trump looking so much to Biden for one of the mask. Now, look at that big dumb orange tangerine.
That Rona.
Yo, did you know Trump had that?
Yeah.
Milano?
Yeah. Yeah.
And he's the same person saying it ain't real.
Oh, it's a hoax.
This is the hoax. You heard in the beginning of the song.
Yeah. Is it a hoax now, Mr. Orange Disaster?
Mr. I don't wear a mask like him. Every time you see him, he's got a mask. He could be speaking 200 feet away for a minute, and he shows up with the biggest mask I've ever seen. Donald Trump making fun of Joe Biden wearing a mask. What do you think now, Donald Orange Man? Donald Orange Man, what do you think now?
I try to be a righteous man, and I don't wish ill will on nobody, but karma is
what? Listen, yo, What do you think now, Orange?
Yeah, buddy. What you think now, Mr. Orange? Did you see the debate?
No. Oh my God, that was the most poorest and that was the worst debate I ever seen in my life. Out of all the debates I ever seen,
Man,
what does that say?
It was a clown
show. Oh my
show.
God, that was a clown show.
Yeah,
I'm talking about to the 10th power. You know?
Yeah.
Oh my God, and this is what our America is going to be ran by. I doubt it. I don't even want to claim America no more.
I'm telling you, you know.
I live on the world. I live on the planet.
I heard that. I'm world citizen. I'm world citizen.
I don't even consider states and stuff no more like that. They done messed it up.
You know, the African Union is telling people all over the African continent, look, be careful. You don't want to go over there to America because they kill black people over there. You know, hey, I mean, and one of the things that came out of the debate. Now, you know, the Orange Disaster said, you know, you know, he ain't accepting the results election night.
Oh yeah, and he's like gonna stay there. I ain't leaving. I ain't leaving. Really?
Yeah.
I like to see him do that.
You know, now during the debate, they gave a shout out to the Proud Boys. And for y'all who don't know, the Proud Boys are a group of white supremacists, militia, that advocate violence
on blacks, hanging, lynching,
and on anyone that opposes the president. And they was real proud when he said, stand by and stand down. When he was asked about racism during the debate, he said, Proud Boys, stand down and stand by.
Right. Like he is got them ready for the war.
Yeah.
He's the Hitler in America.
That's what he is.
He's really trying to make it happen. Yo, so we as black people and white people that don't want the war to come into your front door, you better start standing up for this black cause.
And you know,
get caught up in the middle.
That's word. Because see, one of the things I always tell y'all, is what I point out to y'all, is why Nsoromma says some of the things he say. See, you poor white people, you need to understand that they fear us. That's where the hate for us comes. But they hate y'all too. White supremacists, the elites of white supremacists, they hate y'all.
Worse a little.
Yeah.
For the simple fact that y'all care.
Yeah.
Y'all have the balls to stand up and fight for your cause. So,
and they even hate those that they use as their enforcement arm. They still hate you. They still hate you. That's why they do the things to the economy that they do, is to keep everybody down and separate. Understand that.
Wow.
Understand that.
When I was younger, I really didn't care or take this kind of stuff in consideration because at that time I was doing my own thing, you know what I'm saying, in the streets, running around and not paying attention to what's going on around me. Now it's a whole different world, a whole different cause, and our people is at the bottom.
Right.
We need to come together and become a force to be reckoned with.
Ooh, man, that's Nsoromma in the house.
Yeah,
that's word. Yo, now, what was it, a couple of weeks ago, but he just asked this week. This white guy, and I forgot what city it was in, and I didn't bring the paperwork on that. But the point is, he shot up in his black neighbor's house. And after he got arrested for that crap, now he want to ask for forgiveness. Wait a minute, you just shot at me and now you want me to forgive you?
You could have hit my daughter.
You know?
2-year-old daughter that was in that eating cereal. Whatever you got to say it to the tip of this barrel.
That's word. You know, what was it? Yesterday? Or day before yesterday? Day before yesterday. You know, I had a little incident with my white neighbor who was drunk and had that beer muscle pumping in his head.
What?
Yeah.
Nigga, you 2 pieces.
Two pieces.
Yeah.
Remember when I had was all wrapped up?
Yeah. They don't do that. Listen. Dude, you only get one opportunity to have permission to beat up one of these people. So if you see that position and you see that moment, you eat that. You give them the business. Because you're right. Because you're right. That's right. When you right, you give them the business. Because they give you the business when they wrong.
You believe that? Well, he came and apologized to me yesterday, Bobby.
I don't even want you to apologize.
You know what? Look,
Beat it. I don't got nothing to say to you. Please get away from me before you get it again.
I am not a forgiving man.
Right. That's not going down no more.
No. If you slap me and apologize, my face still stings. If you oppress my people, remove the symbols that represent that oppression. My grandfathers and grandmothers didn't survive that oppression. And my brothers and sisters are still incarcerated. My sons and daughters are still being murdered. And your children are still benefiting from the privilege of our stolen labor. Mm-hmm. I'll be damned if I forgive a damn thing. I've never been forgiven for being born black. And nor do I ask to.
That's right.
Kiss my black ass. As a matter of fact, kiss my proud black ass.
True.
Now, I was told that, I'm better than this. That my vocabulary exceeds the provocative language that I often use. You know what? I could write a 10-page essay with $20 and $30 words on why black people should never forgive the slightest transgression committed against us. Not today. Because I don't, Dr. King said, nothing in the world is more dangerous than sincere ignorance and conscious stupidity. And I will not forgive ignorance. I saw a man who was asked how he could justify voting for these corrupt people as bad as things were in his own neighborhood. Right. He said he didn't mind if it hurt him as long as it didn't help them. Right. See, that's ignorance and hate on a whole nother level, and that's unforgivable. I will not forgive those that turn a blind eye to injustice. I will not forgive those that are dishonest about racism and bigotry and behave as if I'm wrong for exposing it.
You ain't supposed to forgive them.
Not at all. I will not forgive those who continue to attempt to turn back the clock on our people and constantly reinforce the structural impediments that will block my people from being free, our people. Mm-hmm. I will not forgive anyone that thinks a young lady sleeping at home deserved to die. That she got what was coming to her. And that her murderer didn't deserve to be punished. No, I will not forgive anyone with the arrogance to tell me how I should think and feel about this. I've seen man's inhumanity to man way too up close and personal. God forgives. I don't. And as I always tell you, destiny determines who enters your life, but you decide who stays. Therefore, value those who value you, and don't treat those as a priority who treat you as an option. This is the Open Eye.
I'm Nsoromma.
I'm Patrice Gibbs.
WHGE 95.3 FM. Yaga right.
Thanks for joining us. All right.
Yo, thanks for joining. And tune in next week with a show. We just keep going. We just gonna keep going. That's it. it ain't no rewind, no slow up. We just gonna keep going. Tune in and be on the next trip of us going. You dig? Yaga! Yo, you saying peace to the people, brother?
Peace, brother. Peace, people. Thanks for tuning in. Look, sorry I couldn't get Nsoromma over here.
You got me there. The building. The video was popping. Hey, yo. And one more time. We are officially off the air.